Imagine holding in your hand a coin that could transform your life overnight. Not a lottery ticket, not a stock tip, but a small, unassuming Jefferson nickel from 1961, without a mint mark. What if I told you that this tiny piece of metal could be worth nearly $1 million today? That's right, $989,000. And yet, most people walk past it in their change, oblivious to the fortune in their own pockets. If you're watching this, you're about to discover one of America's most coveted numismatic treasures and why collectors are willing to pay astronomical sums to own it. Let's start at the beginning. The 1961 Jefferson nickel was minted during a time of transition, a period when America was quietly changing, but the mint was making mistakes that would later become pure gold for collectors. The no-mint mark variety is extraordinarily rare, a subtle error that only the most eagle-eyed enthusiasts recognize. Picture this, a coin that looks almost ordinary, yet it carries a secret so valuable, it has been known to make millionaires overnight. Funny enough, most of these coins end up in jars or drawers, mistaken for the everyday pocket change we all carry. But for those who know, this coin is nothing short of legendary. Here's where it gets truly exciting. Imagine rummaging through a drawer of old coins and suddenly spotting it, the 1961 Jefferson nickel, no mint mark. That heart-pounding moment is exactly what collectors live for. The market demand for this rare coin is insane right now. Serious buyers from across the United States are constantly searching for it, some willing to pay close to $1 million. And here's the kicker, while you might hesitate, someone else could snap it up tomorrow, turning what you dismiss as a trinket into a fortune. Think about that for a second. How many opportunities do you let slip by because you underestimate what you hold? And yes, it's true, the rarity is so extreme that if you find one in pristine condition, you've basically stumbled into a goldmine. But wait, let's pause for a second. I know what you're thinking, a nickel worth almost $1 million? Are you serious? Absolutely. And here's why, collectors crave these coins because they're the embodiment of scarcity, history, and prestige all in one. They're not just buying a coin, they're buying legacy. And in a market this hot, hesitation can be costly. Don't laugh, but your spare change could be laughing at you if you don't pay attention. Now, let's connect the dots. If you own a 1961 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark or even a few coins that might be suspect, you are sitting on a potential fortune. The market is hungry, competitive, and fast-moving. This isn't just about money, it's about opportunity. Every day that passes, collectors are closing deals, and the value of these coins is climbing steadily. There's a real sense of urgency here because coins like this don't linger, they are bought, sold, and treasured in the blink of an eye. So, what should you do? Examine your collection, seek expert verification, and understand the incredible demand for this rare error coin. Whether it's tucked away in a dusty jar or framed in a collection, the 1961 Jefferson nickel no mint mark is more than a coin, it's your chance to tap into a legacy of wealth that most people only dream about. Don't let it slip away. Take action, and let history reward you in a way few ever imagined possible. After all, in the world of rare coins, fortune favors the bold, the vigilant, and the knowledgeable. And now, that fortune could be in your hands. Imagine holding a small, unassuming coin in the palm of your hand, a coin that most people walk past without a second glance. But what if I told you that this very coin, a 1962 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark, could be worth nearly $1 million today? That's right, $975,000. Yes, almost $1 million. You might be thinking, surely you're exaggerating, but the truth is, rare coins like this aren't just currency, they're time machines, investment powerhouses, and, for a select few, life-changing assets. Every year, thousands of Americans stumble upon these treasures hidden in old jars, wallets, and forgotten collections. Could the next millionaire be sitting in your living room, holding a coin worth more than your car, your vacation home, or even your retirement fund? Before we dive deeper, let me ask you, have you ever wondered why something so small, so ordinary, can command such extraordinary value? It's the story of scarcity, craftsmanship, and history colliding in a single, shiny piece of metal. And today, we're going to reveal why collectors are paying top dollar for this exact Jefferson nickel and why you need to pay attention before someone else snatches up what could be your golden ticket. The 1962 Jefferson nickel may seem like just another coin from your pocket change, but the no mint mark variant is a rare anomaly. Most coins from that year carry a D4 Denver or a P4 Philadelphia, but this one? It slipped through unnoticed, creating a scarcity that collectors chase like treasure hunters on a map marked with an X. Scarcity creates value, and in the world of rare coins, value translates to astonishing sums of money. And now, imagine discovering one of these coins tucked away in a dusty drawer. Your pulse quickens, your heart races, because you know you may have just found a fortune hiding in plain sight. But here's the catch: these coins are incredibly rare, and the market is hot, hotter than ever. Every day, seasoned collectors, savvy investors, and even everyday Americans are scouring estate sales, old coin collections, and flea markets, hunting for this elusive nickel. The fear of missing out isn't just a cliche here, it's real, tangible, and it's happening right now. You can almost hear the clock ticking, reminding you that opportunity waits for no one. And let's pause for a second. Imagine telling your friends you just found a coin worth nearly $1 million. Watch their jaws drop. And while they're still picking themselves up off the floor, you're already planning your next move. But here's a humorous thought: you could also just accidentally spend it on a coffee. Don't laugh, people do get caught off guard. That's why knowledge and action are everything in the rare coin world. Timing isn't just important, it's critical. So, why is this 1962 no-mint marked Jefferson nickel in such high demand? Beyond its scarcity, it's a symbol of American history, craftsmanship, and the thrill of discovery. It's proof that wealth can come from the unlikeliest places and that fortunes can be made by those who see value where others see ordinary metal. And right now, the market has never been hotter. Collectors are actively seeking these coins, and every passing moment increases the competition. If you own old coins, even ones you thought were worthless, this is the moment to pay attention. Those dusty jars, forgotten drawers, and old coin collections could be hiding a future fortune. Don't let hesitation cost you. What seems small today could be life-changing tomorrow. The 1962 Jefferson nickel is more than just a coin. It's a ticket to a new reality of wealth, prestige, and financial freedom. And here's the ultimate secret: the coins aren't going to get any more common. Scarcity only increases, prices climb, and opportunities like this don't come knocking twice. Imagine walking away from a coin worth $975,000 because you didn't recognize its true value. That's a story you don't want to live. So, check your collection, dig through those old drawers, and keep your eyes sharp. Because in the world of rare coins, the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is just one discovery away. This script is structured to hold attention for a full 10-minute faceless video, using suspense, urgency, emotional triggers, humor, and authority while continuously connecting the audience to the rarity and potential wealth of the coin. Have you ever held a coin in your hand and realized it could change your life forever? Imagine this: a small, unassuming 1964 Jefferson nickel, the kind that might have been hiding in your pocket or forgotten in a dusty drawer for decades, suddenly revealing a rare and astonishing secret. No mint mark, a striking minting error, and a current market value that could reach an eye-watering $965,000. Yes, nearly $1 million for a coin that millions of Americans might have overlooked. It sounds unbelievable, almost like a plot twist in a Hollywood movie, but this is real, tangible wealth waiting quietly in your home. And if you have one, you might be sitting on a fortune. In the beginning, let's step back to 1964. America was at a crossroads, the country buzzing with change, and somewhere in the mint, a tiny mistake created a ripple through time that collectors now fight over with feverish intensity. The 1964 Jefferson nickel, without a mint mark, is not just a coin, it's a piece of history frozen in metal. Most people see a nickel as just 5 cents, a trivial trinket, but in reality, it could be your gateway into an elite world where rarity meets astonishing value. Just picture the adrenaline of discovering this hidden gem in a roll of coins. You'd feel like you'd just uncovered a secret treasure chest buried for decades. And yes, that feeling? That's exactly why collectors and investors are desperate to get their hands on one. Now, let's talk about why this coin is in such high demand. You might be thinking, it's just a nickel, right? How can it be worth nearly $1 million? That's the beauty of rare coin collecting: the tiniest errors, the most subtle differences, can create astronomical value. The no mint mark error from 1964 is incredibly scarce. Unlike coins that were mass-produced without incident, these anomalies stand out like a diamond in a field of stones. And here's the secret: the fewer there are, the hotter they become on the market. Imagine attending an auction and watching bids skyrocket, collectors leaning forward, their hearts racing, as the hammer falls. That could be your coin, and yes, People are willing to pay top dollar for it, but let's pause for a moment. How often do you get the chance to turn something seemingly ordinary into extraordinary wealth? I know what you're thinking, Adnan, are you serious? This nickel could really be worth that much? And the answer is absolutely yes. History has shown us that these coins sell for hundreds of thousands, even approaching $1 million, because rarity combined with condition is a magnetic force in the collecting world. If you've ever doubted whether something old and overlooked could hold massive value, this is the proof staring right back at you. And now, here's a fun thought: imagine telling your friends that a single nickel could fund a luxury vacation, pay off debt, or even jumpstart a new lifestyle. They might laugh at first, but when they see the numbers, the disbelief turns into awe. This is where fear and excitement collide, fear of missing out and the thrill of discovering something priceless. Every coin could hold a story, and some, like the 1964 no-mint marked Jefferson nickel, hold more than just history, they hold a future, a tangible path to financial freedom. As we move toward the climax of this story, consider the urgency. Coins like this don't stay on the market for long. Collectors, investors, and dealers are constantly hunting for them, and every day you wait could mean missing the opportunity of a lifetime. The demand is insatiable, the competition fierce, and the stakes high. But here's the good news: if you already have one, or even if you find yourself holding onto a coin that looks ordinary, take a moment to examine it. One small detail, the absence of a mint mark, can transform your possession from pocket change into a near $1 million treasure. In the final act, we come full circle. This isn't just about money, it's about discovery, excitement, and the thrill of uncovering hidden value in a world full of overlooked opportunities. The 1964 no-mint marked Jefferson nickel is a symbol of what can happen when history, rarity, and chance collide. For the right person, it's a golden ticket disguised as a humble coin. So don't underestimate the power of what's in your hands. Examine, research, and, if you're fortunate, connect with the right collectors, because that nickel in your drawer could very well be the key to a lifestyle you've only dreamed of. The treasure is real. The demand is fierce. And your moment? It's now. Imagine holding in your hand a tiny piece of history, a coin minted in 1980, almost identical to millions of others, yet hiding a secret so rare it could change your life forever. Today, we uncover the story of the 1980 P mint marked Jefferson nickel coin, a coin that collectors and investors alike are chasing like a treasure that's been lost for decades. And here's the kicker: the current market value is a jaw-dropping $995,000. Yes, almost $1 million for a single nickel. And now, before you think this is some internet hype or another rare coin exaggeration, let me ask you, when was the last time you found something ordinary, yet worth extraordinary millions? That's the power of rare coin collecting, a world where what seems small, mundane even, can instantly become priceless. The 1980 P Jefferson nickel is not just a coin, it's a symbol of possibility, of fortunes hidden in plain sight. And here's a little secret: most people walk past these opportunities every day without ever realizing what they're holding in their hands. A nickel. Something you toss into a fountain without a second thought. But this nickel? It's different. It's flawed in a way that makes it exceptionally rare, and rarity is the ultimate driver of value in the coin world. And here's where it gets exciting: collectors are willing to pay top dollar because once a coin like this is gone, it doesn't just sit around, it disappears into private collections forever. And now, let's talk about what makes this coin truly remarkable. The 1980 P Jefferson nickel has a minting flaw so unique, so subtle, that only the sharpest eyes, the most devoted collectors, can spot it. It's like nature itself conspired to create a masterpiece hidden in metal. And here's a question for you: have you ever experienced that rush when you realize you're holding something no one else in the world has? That's the kind of excitement that comes with finding a coin like this. Picture this: a room full of wealthy collectors, all hunting for the same rare piece. The tension is palpable. Every glance, every second counts. This is not a hobby, this is a high-stakes treasure hunt. And the moment you realize you already own a piece of that treasure? That's when fear turns into exhilaration. Because you know that if you act wisely, your coin could become more than history, it could become a legacy. Most people spend thousands on stock tips, cryptocurrencies, or secret investments, while this nickel quietly holds a value that could rival all of them combined. Who knew a coin you could almost lose in your couch cushions could be worth nearly $1 million? So, what does this mean for you? It means opportunity is knocking. It means that right now, someone is willing to pay top dollar for this extraordinary 1980 P Jefferson nickel-error. And here's the truth: coins like these don't just stay available forever. They are snatched up by savvy investors and collectors who understand one critical fact: rare coin values only climb with time. The excitement, the urgency, the sheer thrill of holding something almost magical in your hand. That's why this coin is not just in demand, it's coveted, it's celebrated, it's a crown jewel of the numismatic world. And for those who act decisively, it represents a rare chance to turn history into fortune, to turn a simple nickel into a life-changing asset. So, if you've ever wondered whether rare coins are worth pursuing, if you've ever held a coin and felt that spark of curiosity, now is your moment. The 1980 P Jefferson nickel-error isn't just a coin. It's an invitation. An opportunity. A reminder that sometimes, the most extraordinary wealth hides in the most ordinary places, waiting for the right person to recognize it. Could that person be you? Because remember, in the world of rare coins, fortune favors the bold, and history rewards the observant. And this nickel? It's ready to make history, with you. Imagine holding in your hand a coin that could change your life. Not just any coin, but a 1985 P Mint Mark Jefferson nickel, one of the rarest and most coveted error coins in the United States. It's extraordinary to think that something so small, so seemingly ordinary, could be worth a staggering $975,000 today. If you're a collector, an investor, or someone who's ever stumbled upon an old coin and wondered if it might be more than pocket change, then this story demands your attention. And let's be honest, how many of us have felt that thrill when we discover something hiding in plain sight? That feeling, that rush, is exactly what makes this coin so extraordinary. And now, before we go deeper, let me ask you something. Have you ever looked at a coin and thought, could this be the one? No, seriously, don't scroll past this, because this isn't just a coin. This is a ticket to a world most people only dream about, a world of rare finds, wealth, and recognition in a circle of elite collectors who understand the true value of history. The 1985 P Jefferson nickel was minted for everyday use, destined to pass through countless hands, and yet a small error turned it into a rare gem. Errors in coins are like whispers from history, tiny mistakes that make something ordinary incredibly valuable. This particular nickel carries a minting anomaly that collectors and investors have been hunting for decades. It's one of those once-in-a-lifetime finds that people spend years searching for, only to find themselves in awe when it appears. Picture this: you're sifting through your coin collection, maybe even cleaning out that old jar you've had sitting on a shelf for years. And there it is, the gleam of a 1985 P Jefferson nickel with a mint mark error staring back at you. Excitement? Absolutely. Heart racing? Definitely. And the fear of letting it slip through your fingers is real. Because once news of a coin like this hits the market, collectors and investors scramble, prices skyrocket, and opportunities vanish almost overnight. And here's the kicker: most people don't realize that coins like this aren't just valuable because they're old. They're valuable because they're scarce, they carry history, and they're in incredibly high demand. Imagine sitting at an auction, watching the hammer fall as someone else claims the very coin you've been dreaming about. That's the kind of urgency that makes collectors move faster than ever before. Humor me for a second: if you found a coin worth nearly $1 million in your pocket right now, would you even remember where you left your wallet? Exactly. That's the kind of life-changing moment we're talking about here. And the 1985 P Jefferson nickel is exactly that, a hidden treasure waiting for the right hands. And now, let's connect the dots. This isn't just a story about a coin. It's a story about timing, insight, and opportunity. The collectors who recognize the value of this coin early, who understand the rarity and the market demand, are the ones who walk away not just with a coin, but with a legacy. Every year, the market for rare error coins grows stronger, fueled by serious investors who are willing to pay top dollar. And today, with a current market value of $975,000, the 1985 P Jefferson nickel stands as one of the most sought-after coins in America. So, what does that mean for you? If you've ever considered selling a rare coin, now is the moment to act. The market is ready, the demand is real, and opportunities like this don't wait. Imagine the doors that open when you hold something so extraordinary: the freedom, the lifestyle, the prestige. And yes, the excitement of knowing you were smart enough to recognize it before anyone else. Let this be your wake-up call. Check your collection, review your coins, and don't underestimate the power of what you may already own. Because rare coins like the 1985 P Jefferson nickel aren't just collectibles, they are keys to wealth, status, and the thrill of owning something truly extraordinary. And remember, while others sleep, opportunity is moving. Will you be ready when it knocks? Imagine holding a coin in your hand, the kind you've seen in your pocket change 100 times, only to realize it could be worth almost $1 million. Sounds like a dream, right? But for collectors of rare coins, that dream is very real, especially when it comes to the 1986 D Jefferson nickel-error. Yes, the very nickel you may have brushed past at the grocery store decades ago could be a ticket to unimaginable wealth. The fear of missing out is real here, because while most coins are ordinary, errors like this one are extraordinary, and the collector's market is absolutely hungry for them now. Before you start digging through old jars of coins, let's pause for a moment. Have you ever wondered why a tiny mistake on a small coin can turn it into a treasure? It's not just metal and minting, it's history, rarity, and a story that only a select few hold in their hands. This coin, minted in Denver in 1986, is not just money, it's a legacy waiting to be claimed. Here's where it gets exciting. The 1986 D Jefferson nickel-error didn't just happen because someone sneezed at the mint, it was the result of a fascinating fluke in the minting process that created a perfectly misaligned strike. Think of it as nature's lottery ticket, except the prize is real, tangible, and insanely valuable. The current market value? A jaw-dropping $955,000. Yes, nearly $1 million for a coin smaller than a dime now. Pause and imagine what you could do with that. A dream vacation to Europe, paying off debt, starting that passion project you've been putting off, all while holding a tiny piece of American history in your hand. But here's the kicker: time is against you. Every year, more coins are discovered, but the number of truly pristine error coins is shrinking. This is not a hypothetical maybe one day, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And if you're the type of person who enjoys spotting hidden treasures, your instincts are already tingling. And let's lighten it up for a second. Think about how wild it is that something so small and overlooked can carry life-changing power. You've been carrying nickels for decades, and one could turn your life upside down in the most luxurious way possible. Who knew a little metal disc could be your ticket to the Millionaires Club? Here's the truth: the world of rare coins waits for no one. Every collector, investor, and treasure hunter is hunting for that one coin that sets them apart. The 1986 D Jefferson nickel-error is highly sought after, and its rarity is driving a market frenzy. Those who recognize its value now will not just gain wealth, they will gain status, respect, and the kind of story people tell for generations. So, ask yourself, is this just another coin in your pocket, or is it the key to unlocking a new chapter of prosperity in your life? Because the difference between ordinary and extraordinary often comes down to a single moment of discovery, and right now, that moment is here. If you find one of these nickels, you're not just holding money, you're holding history, opportunity, and a story that could make you a legend among collectors. And as a little reminder, don't wait for someone else to scoop up what could be yours. Every passing day, coins like this move into the hands of savvy collectors who already understand their value. The excitement, the fear of missing out, and the urgency are very real, but so is your chance to step into the world of the rare and the wealthy. Imagine the pride, the thrill, and yes, even the fun of telling your friends, "I own a coin worth nearly $1 million." In the end, the 1986 D Jefferson nickel-error isn't just about money, it's about recognizing opportunity where others see the ordinary, and acting decisively before history leaves it behind. So, look through your jars, examine every nickel, and keep your eyes sharp. Because one coin, one moment, one decision could transform your life forever. The moment you hold a coin in your hand, you're holding more than metal, you're holding a piece of history, a hidden treasure, and sometimes, a ticket to unimaginable wealth. Today, we're diving into one of the most extraordinary finds in American numismatics, the 1987 P Mint Mark Jefferson nickel coin error. Imagine a coin that, on the surface, looks ordinary, but in reality, is a rarity commanding nearly $943,000 in today's market. Yes, you heard that right. Close your eyes and picture that for a moment: one small coin, one chance encounter with history, and suddenly, the life you thought you had is transformed forever. And now, let's be honest, most people stroll past coins like these every day. They're in their change jars, tucked between couch cushions, or forgotten in dusty drawers. But here's the secret: they're invisible until someone like you discovers their true value. This is not just a story about metal and mint marks, it's a story about opportunity, timing, and knowing when to act. And if you're watching this, the universe might just be nudging you to pay attention. Are you going to be the one who lets this chance slip by, or the one who seizes it and steps into a new level of financial freedom? Before we go further, let's break down what makes this 1987 P nickel error so exceptional. Errors are like nature's own lottery, rare, unpredictable, and insanely valuable. This particular nickel carries a minting mistake that collectors dream about. And here's a little pattern interrupt for you: if you think a nickel is worth 5 cents, think again. This tiny coin has the power to change lives, and the irony isn't lost on anyone who realizes that something almost worthless can be worth nearly $1 million. Funny, right? Life's full of those little twists, but here's the part that makes it exciting and urgent. These coins are vanishing. Every day, private collectors, auction houses, and savvy investors are snapping them up, often before most people even realize they exist. You can't afford to wait until it's convenient to check that old coin jar. Every second you hesitate could be someone else walking away with your fortune. And don't worry, this isn't just fear-mongering. It's the truth. Rare coins like this 1987 P nickel are in high demand, and their value isn't static, it's climbing. The window is narrow, the opportunity is now, and the excitement is real. Let's take a moment to connect the dots. This isn't just about coins, it's about recognizing hidden potential everywhere. Just as this nickel turned a simple piece of change into a nearly $1 million asset, the decisions you make right now, whether in collectibles, investments, or even in life, can compound into something extraordinary. And the 1987 P Jefferson nickel error isn't waiting for anyone. It's a symbol of what can happen when preparation meets opportunity. Humorously, it's like finding out your couch cushions were hiding a small fortune all along, and suddenly, you're a millionaire. Who knew cleaning could be so lucrative? By now, you probably feel a surge of excitement, maybe even a little urgency, and that's exactly what this story is designed to ignite. This is more than a coin, it's a reminder that fortune favors the alert, the informed, and the courageous. As the story unfolds, remember, you're not just watching a video, you're stepping into a world where hidden treasures exist, where ordinary objects hold extraordinary potential, and where the next big opportunity could literally be in your hands. So, here's the takeaway: the 1987 P mint marked Jefferson nickel coin error is rare, highly sought after, and currently valued at $943,000. Its story is a call to action for anyone who dreams of turning history into wealth. If you have old coins tucked away, now is the time to rediscover them. If you've been thinking about exploring the rare coin market, now is the time to act. The excitement, the fear of missing out, the thrill of uncovering hidden value, this is what life at the intersection of history and wealth feels like. And the 1987 P nickel? It's proof that sometimes, the tiniest things can lead to the biggest breakthroughs. If you want, I can also expand this script into a full 10-minute timed version, adding more emotional hooks, suspenseful pauses, and story-driven transitions that keep viewers glued for the full duration. This would make it perfect for a high-retention, faceless YouTube video. Do you want me to do that next? Imagine holding a small coin in the palm of your hand, so ordinary at first glance that most people would never give it a second thought. Yet, hidden in plain sight is a treasure worth nearly $1 million. Yes, you heard that right, one coin, one tiny piece of history, and it could change everything. Welcome to the fascinating world of rare coins, where a simple 1988 D Jefferson nickel with a minting error can become your golden ticket. You might be thinking, a nickel? Really? But let me assure you, in the world of numismatics, size doesn't matter, rarity does. And this coin is exceptionally rare, coveted, and in high demand by collectors who know its true worth. And now, before you scroll away thinking it's just another coin story, ask yourself this: how often do opportunities like this come knocking on your door? Once in a lifetime, if at all. And those who act quickly, those who recognize the value hidden in small things, are the ones who turn small treasures into life-changing fortunes. So what makes the 1988 D Jefferson nickel so special? Here's where it gets exciting. During the minting process, a unique error occurred, something that should have been impossible. The precision of the U.S. Mint, the very institution designed to prevent mistakes, somehow gave birth to a coin that defies the odds. And as with all rare errors, the market has noticed. Collectors, investors, and seasoned numismatists are on high alert because this coin isn't just a piece of metal, it's a symbol of scarcity, history, and potential wealth. Think about this: in a world where coins are mass-produced by the billions, only a handful of these error nickels exist. Imagine walking into your attic or a drawer where a bag of old coins has been sitting untouched for decades. Could that small nickel, overlooked for years, be the one worth $954,000 today? The thought alone sends a shiver down your spine, doesn't it? That's the excitement, the urgency, because the moment you hesitate, someone else could claim this treasure. And let's pause for a moment. Yes, I know, a nickel isn't flashy. No gold, no diamonds, just a little coin with Thomas Jefferson on it. But isn't it funny how the most unassuming things can hide the biggest surprises? It's like finding out your quiet neighbor is secretly a millionaire. That's the thrill of collecting, the adrenaline of discovery, and the life-changing potential packed into something so small. Here's the truth. Coins like the 1988 D Jefferson nickel don't stay on the market for long. Demand is soaring. Collectors are scanning every coin, every estate sale, every auction, hunting for that rare, elusive piece. And the longer you wait, the higher the price climbs. Scarcity drives value, and this nickel has scarcity in spades. If you've ever wondered what it feels like to hold something extraordinary, something that could redefine your financial future, now is the time to pay attention. Imagine taking that ordinary coin, once overlooked, and discovering it could be worth nearly $1 million. Imagine the sense of triumph, the thrill of owning something that others only dream about. And imagine the regret if you ignored it, thinking, it's just a nickel. So here's the message: treasure hunts aren't just for adventure novels, they're real, and sometimes, they're sitting right in your own home. The 1988 D Jefferson nickel is more than a coin, it's a rare opportunity, a bridge to wealth, and a testament to the value of paying attention to the small things. Don't let this moment pass. Because in the world of rare coins, hesitation can cost millions. Remember, every coin tells a story, but some coins, like this nickel, write history. And now, the story could be yours. If you want, I can also timestamp this script for a 10-minute video with suggestions for visuals, B-roll, and background narration cues, so it flows perfectly for a faceless video format and keeps engagement high throughout. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that, unbeknownst to most people, could instantly change your financial future. A coin that isn't just money, it's a piece of history, a rare artifact, and a ticket to unimaginable wealth. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most extraordinary discoveries in modern numismatics, the 1989 P Mint Mark Jefferson Millionaire, a coin so rare and valuable that collectors are willing to pay nearly $964,000 for it today. Yes, you heard that right, almost $1 million for a nickel that most people toss in their couch cushions without a second thought. But why does this coin command such astronomical value? And more importantly, could you have one hiding in your own collection, waiting to transform your life? Stay with me, because what you're about to learn could make you look at your spare change in a whole new light. The story of the 1989 P Jefferson Millionaire begins in the bustling mint of Philadelphia, where thousands of nickels were struck every single day. Yet, among these ordinary coins, a few rare anomalies slipped through the cracks, coins with minting errors so precise that they became instantly desirable to collectors. This is no ordinary error, it's a marvel of rarity, a coin that defies probability. And now, imagine walking into your local coin shop, casually inspecting a handful of nickels, and spotting a subtle but unmistakable flaw, a detail so small, most eyes would miss it. But not yours. That flaw could be worth almost $1 million. Yes, it's exhilarating, but let's be honest, it's also terrifying. How many of these nickels were accidentally thrown into circulation, lost forever in pockets, piggy banks, or dusty drawers? That's the fear driving collectors to pay top dollar, because missing out means missing a fortune. If you drop this coin on the floor, it's not just a nickel anymore, it's a potential lottery ticket. So, while you're laughing at the absurdity, remember this: every minute, someone somewhere is finding one of these treasures, and the window of opportunity is closing fast. What makes this coin truly remarkable is the demand. High-profile collectors, investors, and numismatic experts are constantly hunting for it. There's a sense of urgency in the market that can't be overstated. When a 1989 P Jefferson Millionaire surfaces, it doesn't sit on the shelf. It moves immediately, often fetching prices that defy logic. But why now, you might be asking yourself, could I really have one of these in my collection? The answer is yes, if you act with awareness and curiosity. Coins like the 1989 P Jefferson Millionaire don't just exist, they wait for those who know how to recognize them, those who are ready to seize opportunity when it knocks. And that's the secret of wealth in the numismatic world. It rewards vigilance, knowledge, and action. Imagine the pride, the excitement, and the sheer thrill of realizing that a single coin in your possession could make you part of an elite circle of collectors and investors. This isn't fantasy, it's the reality of the rare coin market. The 1989 P Jefferson Millionaire is not just a coin, it's a statement, a testament to your foresight and understanding of what's truly valuable. And here's the kicker: while many people continue to overlook ordinary coins, a few are quietly building fortunes, one rare find at a time. This coin is not a gamble, it's a treasure in high demand, a tangible asset that can secure a wealthy lifestyle. The question isn't if this coin is worth millions, it's whether you're ready to recognize it, protect it, and leverage its value before the opportunity passes. So, next time you glance at a pile of nickels, remember, one tiny coin could hold the key to extraordinary wealth. Don't let it slip through your fingers. If you want, I can also timestamp this script into a 10-minute faceless YouTube flow, including pauses, pattern interrupts, and voiceover cues, so it's ready for production and keeps viewers glued from start to finish. Imagine holding in your hand a coin that could change your life forever. A coin no ordinary collector can ignore. The 1998 P Mint marked Jefferson nickel, seemingly common, yet hiding a secret so rare that it could be worth nearly $975,000 today. Yes, you heard that right, almost $1 million, sitting quietly in someone's drawer, waiting to be discovered. But here's the catch: most people will overlook it, tossing it aside as just another nickel. And that's exactly why this coin has become one of the most sought-after rarities in the United States. Now, picture this: you're at a garage sale, or maybe even sorting through your own change, and your eyes land on this tiny piece of history. Your heart races. Could it really be? Could this little nickel actually hold the power to elevate your lifestyle beyond imagination? Before we dive deeper, let me ask you, have you ever held something in your hand and felt that electric mix of excitement and fear, knowing it could be worth millions? That's exactly the feeling collectors get when they uncover a 1998 P Jefferson Millionaire. And no, this isn't just another story of coins gathering dust, it's about opportunity, timing, and being in the right place at the right moment. So, what makes the 1998 P Jefferson nickel so extraordinarily valuable? The answer lies in its error. Unlike standard nickels, these rare coins carry a minting anomaly so subtle, yet so significant, that it transforms an everyday piece of currency into a collector's treasure. Some are struck off-center, some carry doubled dies, and a few display imperfections that are so rare, experts fight tooth and nail to acquire them. And remember, these errors weren't intended. They were accidental, but in the world of coin collecting, mistakes often become masterpieces. Here's a fun thought: imagine telling someone, "Hey, I just found a nickel worth nearly $1 million." Most would probably laugh, until they realized you weren't joking. The demand for these coins is insatiable, and every year, buyers, private collectors, investors, even museums, are willing to pay top dollar to secure them. The thrill comes from knowing that each coin is unique, a one-of-a-kind opportunity that might never appear again. And here's the urgency: the window to sell or capitalize on these coins has never been tighter. Every day that passes, more collectors secure their treasures, leaving fewer chances for latecomers. But let's not forget the emotional side. This coin doesn't just represent money, it represents legacy, security, and the ability to elevate your financial freedom. It's not just an investment, it's a story you can pass down, a tangible piece of history that could secure generational wealth. The excitement, the fear of missing out, the potential for life-changing reward, it all culminates into a rare and thrilling opportunity that's difficult to resist. Now, let's connect the dots. You've learned about the rarity, the errors, and the jaw-dropping market value. You understand the emotional pull, the excitement, the fear of missing out, the sheer urgency of taking action. So, what does this mean for you? It means that if you own a 1998 P Jefferson nickel or even a handful of Jefferson nickels from that year, you are potentially sitting on a fortune. And the market? It's hotter than ever. Buyers are actively seeking coins of this caliber, often paying premiums that far exceed the $975,000 benchmark. Here's a thought to reset your attention: did you know some people have thrown away coins like this, thinking they were worthless? Yes, you read that right. Imagine the horror, mixed with the thrill, knowing that one simple decision could make or break a legacy. That's the power of knowing what to look for, and that's the power you hold today. So, take a moment. Look through your collection. Check those drawers, old piggy banks, or even loose change. This could be your moment, the one that turns a small coin into a life-altering treasure. Don't let fear or hesitation hold you back. The 1998 P Jefferson nickel is in high demand, rare beyond belief, and ready to reward the savvy collector who recognizes its worth. Remember, opportunities like this don't wait. They're fleeting, precise, and incredibly rewarding for those bold enough to act. This isn't just about coins, it's about recognizing value where others see none, about stepping boldly into an opportunity that could redefine your financial future. If you've ever dreamed of owning something rare, something extraordinary, something that could secure wealth and prestige, this coin is calling your name. So, ask yourself, are you going to let this opportunity pass, or are you ready to claim a piece of history that could change everything? The choice is yours, and the market is waiting. If you want, I can also create a visual storyboard version of this script, specifying exactly which visuals, animations, and B-roll footage to use for each paragraph to make it highly engaging for a faceless video.